Actually, it is.
It is the weak link. So the fact that you have dribble, you want to maybe use
You need a player
very tactical and very fast.
maybe get him to commit. But what I noticed from the number is that from Arsenal have had to make more players. 11 to Chelsea 6, and Arsenal have completed less passes than Chelsea. I think you should give kudos to Chelsea for how they've played.
Indeed they have. We're looking forward now to second half action, obviously. But before we do that, let's go on a quick break. And when we come back, it's still a big game. It's the big one. Second leg semi-final of the Carabao Cup between Arsenal and Chelsea.
No go change your number to bad passport. Make you try to show love for everybody.
Breaking news out of Stamford Bridge. M. Shola to Chelsea. Here we go.
Come on, Neil.
M. Shola is named as the best player in the world.
The stakes are high at Stamford Bridge today. Neto plays the ball in. Shola!
Come on, go, man. Where were you?
Winning big.
Bet now and win big with M Sport.
Okay, wait. Did you know you get cashback just for paying your bills? Airtime, data, electricity, TV, even gaming. First bill payment on the app, you get double cashback. 6% on airtime and data, plus cashback on electricity and TV. Gaming too.
This is the greatest spectacle in world football, a title decider, and it feels like nothing can sway a game of this magnitude.
Says who? We've been through this before. We just have to believe a little longer. And everybody knows that 1 minute here will last forever. Because it's not over until we say it's over.
Players are getting ready now for the second 45. We as well are also looking forward to it. Hopefully the game will spark into life. Perhaps we may have the opening goal, and that would open up the floodgates. We've seen players, we've been the likes of, Cole Palmer and Nacho warming up for Chelsea. We know that they've had better second-half performances in recent games. Question mark now for Arsenal. Listen, this is a good result for Arsenal. How can they maintain this?
So far, so good. I think to maintain this, Arsenal's got to keep that left back a little more tighter.
Gabi?
I think maybe Calafiori can come in and take his place. I think bring a little of stability. Into that defense. I also I'm also looking forward to seeing Kai Havertz at some point. I think it will also help put number in that midfield. The same role we played against.
Come storming back in this semi-final tie. Chelsea down from the first leg. It's 0 in the second. Fernandez ready to get us going again. So from left to right. Against Arsenal in a tactical battle so far.
You go eat. No. I mean, Kukamu, best soup ever.
Yeah, well,
I hate
hold up was for a VAR check. So we continue with Arsenal still in the box seat.
How it is. No.
Arsenal over on Sportybet, 2.25 to win. The draw 2.70. And away victory is at 4.25. Bet responsibly. Only if you're over 18. Here's Martinelli. This, I think, is going to be a goal kick. We got a shot of Estevao, the really exciting young Brazilian who will surely be introduced if Chelsea are still chasing a goal. In fact, it looks like he might be introduced pretty soon.
I think in fact he has the tracksuit bottoms off and the jacket off. We might see him quite soon. He's the kind of player with a bit of zip and invention that they've missed, really. I mean, I don't mean to pick on Delap. I just don't think he's a wide player. He offered very little down that right-hand side for Chelsea in the first half, and I was a bit surprised that he came out for the second half, to be quite honest.
Well, Estevao did start the first leg, and he went close on a couple of occasions as well. Reminder, this game is brought to you by Sportybet Live. Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa and Kenya. All of Sporty TV available on the Sporty TV app. What system you use, including the English Premier League, La Liga from Spain, the Bundesliga from Germany, and Serie A from Italy. Madueke lifting one, but Robert Sanchez never looked too concerned. Both teams will want their main creative players to get more involved. A couple of stats for you from that first half. 3 shots apiece. And in Arsenal's case, it's been a long time since they have been restricted like that. They've only had fewer shots in the opening half of one previous game this season. And that was in the league against Chelsea, the 1-1 draw in November. The other stat I was going to mention, Victor Gyökeres, he got on the ball 3 times in the first half.
That's 4 now after that touch. But it is probably to Chelsea's credit that they managed to restrict Arsenal to those few efforts on goal. But at some point, Chelsea are going to have to throw a little bit of caution to the wind and maybe start pushing a few players further forward, leaving gaps that might be exploited by Arsenal. It's always the gamble that you take when you're chasing a game, as Chelsea are in this situation, against a team of the quality of Arsenal. It's It's always a threat that you will concede if you get too adventurous.
And you could argue the game plan has worked for Chelsea so far, because Senior threw a curveball, changing formation, and I'm sure that wasn't something that Arteta was working on during the week.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And as we were saying right from the very start, while it's 0-0, Chelsea are completely, utterly right in this tie. You might see Estevao coming on very soon, and Cole Palmer was warming up at half-time. Again, another player who offers so much invention.
Fofana did well to get it clear. And watching at home, you'd be well advised to keep track of what's coming up later in the week on Sporty TV. Tomorrow, the other semi-final from the Carabao Cup, Manchester City hosting Newcastle. It's Bournemouth, Aston Villa in the Premier League. It's on Saturday. Gladbach, Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. PFL Dubai, Atletico Madrid, Real Betis. The Super Bowl. It's all coming for you. Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa.
Can't wait for the Super Bowl. A day off the next day, so I can have a late night.
Augusto scrapping for this one, along with Martinelli. All showing up off their balance and body strength there. Capia showing up his diving skill. And the end. Trips drop head.
Big games coming up at the end of this month as well, away to Tottenham in the North London derby, and that's followed by a home match against tonight's opposition in the league as well. So two big London derbies at the end of February, start March for Arsenal.
Yeah, it is not easy to get over the line in the Premier League in England. Yeah, it's not looking very good this season. Some of their rivals not doing too well so far, but Chelsea improving all the time, and Lap improving as well. He's drawn a foul there from Gabriel.
Clumsy one from Gabriel, unnecessary to give away that free kick in that position. As the big men come forward from the back.
A yellow for Liam Delap.
Delap knew exactly what he was doing there. It's making sure that Madueke wasn't going to get away.
Did a pretty good job as well of making it look like he had done no wrong. I'm sure the referee got some help. Was it assistant? Martinelli. Same tune for the Sporty Hero of the Match poll. That will be posted in the 75th minute. The Sporty TV app. Okay. That's a little better, but an easy take as well for Sanchez.
He is a threat though when he cuts in off that right flank onto his left foot. I know that was an easy take for Sanchez, but we've seen Madueke cause real problems for defences in the league this season in exactly that sort of position. Still think the game is rather passing Eze by. He's not quite dominating in the centre of the field the way an Odegaard would. Or a Marino for that matter.
Oh, Rosenior might have had these changes and all along. Get to about the hour mark. Then unleash Cole Palmer and Estevao.
Well, I think Delap on a yellow card now, given that he wasn't really contributing a huge amount in attack anyway, might be one of the players to come off, to perhaps Andre Santos the other. We'll see.
Hato tries to chase this one, but sees it out comfortably.
Very well defended by Chalobah. Showed really good strength there because Gyökeres is a strong man himself, but he was well held off. So may have an issue here which might affect this substitution. He's also indicating that he might have to go off. It could be a groin issue for him.
Season's getting more demanding at the top level. Squads, but
subscribe.
Big demands on the players too.
If I call that, of course, an absentee.
Please, you guys to subscribe. Please subscribe.
Tosin as well.
Please, you guys to subscribe.
An injury of late.
Subscribe. Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. Subscribe, guys.
Thinking for the Chelsea boss to do.
And also share the live to people, other people, other friends. Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, guys. And tell your friends about the live. Subscribe.
Gittins, a hamstring problem against West Ham. He left the field early. So we're going to see those first two Chelsea changes. Two potential game changers coming on. usual Ron Murphy prediction being proven right again.
Well, I'm not so sure. Delap is... I get top marks for the Delap one, but Hato wasn't on my hit list.
Could be a change of system again, maybe, for Chelsea. Two attacking players on. Their defenders coming off, but it does look like Malo Gusto will be returning. Do you remember the Burna Boy collaboration? Sporty Burna Boy, great Nigerian musician, teamed up on a great musical project for everybody, it's called, and it's on YouTube right now. Big names, Kamavinga, Makelele, Cheslin Colby, all feature. Be sure to check it out on YouTube.
So with Hato going off, it looks like Chelsea are going to revert to their more traditional back four.
There's Andre Santos going in on Gyökeres. He was unhappy for a second. Then he saw the way the flag was pointed by the assistant referee. It was Arsenal's number 14, Gyökeres, who was disgruntled after that. Arsenal have lost 9 of their last 15 League Cup home matches against fellow Premier League opposition. They have lost 2 and beat Chelsea in that run.
What is that an indication, do you think, that perhaps in seasons gone by they've maybe used it as a competition to give some of the French players a run out? Certainly taking it very seriously this season when you look at the sides that they've been putting out in the later round.
Yeah, context is everything. Now some of the giants in the Arsenal defence. That's a Cucurella. Spaniard decided.
I don't know why network is handling this one.
Pretty quickly what he wanted to do. It's not bad, eh? Perfect.
Scored again against West Ham at the weekend, of course. Fight. Goal that got Chelsea back in to that match. Almost no real threat though to get this goal.
Hernandez on from that kind of range late in the first half. This time goes a little too high.
It's going to be interesting to see what Arsenal do to counter from Chelsea, because by switching to the flat back four, they've added Palmer, an extra midfield player. Will Arsenal make changes either in manpower or tactically to try and cope with that change for Chelsea? Cole Palmer.
Pedro searching ball, and Pedro looking to the referee once more. The former Brighton player won't get the decision here.
Referee had a good view of that. Waved it away. But it was João Pedro who had put Gabriel under pressure as Gabriel was trying to release the ball forward, which one possession back for Chelsea initially. Again, good work rate from the forward players from Chelsea.
Arteta has Albert Stuyvenberg and Gabi Heinze to discuss some options with Havertz. Looks like he'll be coming on shortly. There's Gyökeres with a cross. Not the best of headed clearances. It's Hincapié to the back post. Sanchez comes to claim.
Game is just starting to open out a bit now. We'll see that in the last quarter, I'm sure, as Chelsea push for the vital goal that would get them back on terms in this tie.
Gusto putting some pace into this attack. He goes down very easily there. Hincapié not too pleased. I don't think the referee is either.
Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe.
Frenchman, it's a booking for simulation.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe.
One of those ones where he thought there was contact coming.
For more life. Please subscribe.
And he was made to look a little foolish. Here comes Kai Havertz, who scored the winning goal in the Champions League final for Chelsea against Manchester City, May 2021 in Porto. 75 million move. In the summer of 2023. Come on. Guys. Side with 5 league goals, 4 assists in the Premier League as well. Scored 1 in the Champions League and 1 in the League Cup too. Final 20 minutes. Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. on Sport TT. TV.
At least. No. Very reassured in that sort of position, but that was a really sloppy touch to give possession back to Arsenal. The
dilemmas. Arteta coming into this game. I'm not suggesting minutes. Predicting Santos should eventually be withdrawn. He's gonna get better. Only 21, he was. It's a very good working under.
Chelsea, because they're chasing the game, I'm sure will be delighted to face into extra time.
Is it so quiet tonight? The Arsenal number 10.
He's a frustrating player in many respects because he's capable of such magic, but hasn't really been at it tonight.
Here's Trossard. Now Havertz, is it? Well, he's won a free kick here. Reminder, the sporty hero of the match poll is going live right about now. Hard one to take, I'd imagine. Players at their best this evening.
I think the hero might still come in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Caicedo. For international, another for Brighton player. It's Fernandez, and now Palmer. Now to pull the trigger, he's got Chelsea a free kick. And this is pretty much perfect.
It's a great area for Chelsea.
Cup young player of the tournament at the last World Cup, followed up with Copa America success with Argentina a couple of years later as well.
We've already seen Fernandez strike a really good effort in the first half from open play, but we all know what Cole Palmer can do with the dead ball.
Discussion was between Palmer and Enzo Fernandez.
Does the captain pull rank?
Somebody, this one's lazy. I just said I can kill.
He has played more minutes than any other Chelsea player this season.
Welcome.
Got that late winner winner against West Ham.
Oh, this is Bianchi.
Corner comes in. It's touched. Just wide by Fofana. Good run. And tell you that the nominee sporty hero of the match ends. Enzo Fernandez with Caicedo. Oh, that's Chalobah. Plenty to say about it.
Chalobah clearly won the ball initially.
Fight.
So I don't think it's a foul. I'm not sure it was a dive per se by...
Certainly he did raise
Share
a
my
leg
life.
afterwards, and
Please
that
subscribe, please, now.
caused Martinelli to go down, but won't be a penalty for that.
Had it been, I think Chelsea would have been a bit sore anyway, because it looked like a foul earlier on in the move. Cole Palmer was clearly fouled, I think, but the referee allowed play continue.
Chelsea have seen off Brentford, Paphos, Crystal Palace, Napoli and West Ham since last facing Arsenal. The draw away against the Gunners, not necessarily a bad result, but not what is required in this cup competition. It's Wolves away next for Chelsea in the league. The FA Cup. Manager Liam Rosenior will have a reunion with one of his former teams, Hull City. He still has some cards to play on the bench. Might as well go for it now. Throw everything at Arsenal for the last few minutes.
Nothing to lose, as you were saying. If this was a league game, a draw would be a very creditable result at the Emirates, but obviously it's not good enough tonight for Chelsea, so they've got to give this a go.
They've got to get more players forward, and that's what Fofana is doing. Joining the attackers, Davao sending in a bending ball to the area. Chelsea now starting to play with a bit more urgency. The two-time European champions. There's the Sporty Jet mini game on Sporty Bet. Win big on that one if you're lucky, but only if you're over 18. It's Fofana. Will there be an extra half hour for you in this game, brought to you live by Sportybet. It's live in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa and Kenya. And is building up to a potentially dramatic conclusion with Chelsea making another change. The man who was just brought on, Josh Achampong. He's won a free kick. Goes to the player withdrawn.
Obviously, Achampong would normally be a central defender, but I think in this situation he might be just thrown up into the attack for his height to be used in situations like this.
Arsenal's defence is standing tall and frustrating for Fofana. Step on a long road. Losing out to Paris Saint-Germain, the eventual champion of the season. Here's Caicedo. Slips and Eze. It's into Havertz. It goes to Trossard. Arsenal have Sunderland at home at the weekend in the league. Brentford away after that. At Wembley at the moment, though. Fans and players. Manchester City against Newcastle live tomorrow, same kick-off time as this one. Live for you in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa and Kenya. Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A.
Chelsea trying to score. Aye. Why?
Praising his
Why do you have to
athleticism,
Why did you?
his energy, his
This was
ability
your.
to recover, the distance he
This
can
was your
cover.
chance. This was literally your chance to
He's
do it.
getting a little tired now.
This
but
was your chance.
Arteta,
Now you
we're
ruined
going to see
everything.
6 minutes.
So literally your chance. Score down.
Chelsea
Even
still
give that
have
guy
plenty
a
of time.
They do. We saw Fernandes score that late winner against West Ham in the league at the weekend. Can they produce something similar here?
You know this one go let them give it.
Referee indicating he is adding on the extra time here. It's the second time tonight we've had 2 balls on the pitch.
One player we haven't mentioned really since he's come on, Garnacho. 2 goals in the first leg, 10 goals he's been involved in his last 6 appearances in the League Cup. Scored 7, made 3.
It's 5 minutes to add to that.
He's over on the left wing. Yeah, closely watched. It's Chalobah.
Jesus Christ. This is my clothes.
Field. They have the players out there, and they just need one moment. And Palmer making up good ground.
That was a real Declan Rice moment from Declan Rice there, cutting out that pass from Palmer, snuffing out the attack. Something he does so well. We saw Cucurella on the far side charging forward when Cole Palmer had the ball. He's still full of running. Cucurella as Chelsea chase this vital goal.
Well, Fernandez, Enzo that is, got the winner in the 92nd minute against West Ham. It's going to be even later now if Chelsea are to force extra time. It's Garnacho. I fancy his chances against Martinelli, but has to go back.
It's Chelsea's last opportunity.
There's five waiting for a cross. And they're still waiting. Caicedo.
Hi. Oh god.
Away from Martinelli. Palmer. Enzo Fernandez.
No.
Dangerous looking pass.
I come. Wait. I'm watching match.
There's a wall of red shirts back there for Arsenal. Fans are playing their part.
Watching a very important match. Big match.
Asked them to do so. They could all have a beautiful night.
Yes!
Will there be one last chance for Chelsea here?
No, dog.
Fofana didn't fancy the shot.
Everyone just blocking everywhere, dog. Nobody wants anybody to score. At least one wants to score. Yes, cross. If Caicedo scores that ball now.
To Rice. His clearance cheered on. Chelsea huffing and puffing at the moment.
These Chelsea will have had many opportunities.
Palmer. Garnacho. Again, that Arsenal defensive discipline on show. Antonelli's pace on show there.
Good out ball by Rice too, yeah, nearly found it.
And he beats Sanchez to the ball that time. It's Enzo Fernandez. Last chance time for Chelsea.
9 minutes!
Arsenal
They
crest.
did it! Arsenal just did
And
it!
he has sent the
Yes,
Gunners
I don't
through.
In search of that vital.
See goal.
In the
It's all no.